What's up? I don't know why I'm sitting so low. I know, I mean, compared to lately, it has been quite a long time since my last stream. How is everyone? My ears are never on right. What the hell? I don't move them! Fuck, I don't care. I'll just look like a dork. Just the usual. There we go. Don't mind me, I'm just, Right, and... Perfect. Found a shiny Zorua before. And... I just made my little collage thingy so that I can post it when I'm organised. 49 battles and 2 link trades from the charm. Wow. I'm going to fix these ears by tomorrow. You're good? It's good to hear. I'm pretty good. The weather here has been atrocious. And actually, I prepared some things to show you so you guys could see it. Look at me being organised. Haha. All right. There's no audio for this, but watch the tree in the background. So, just for perspective, so I don't normally stream Go on this main street, but so where these trees are, this block area where my mouse is, about just over here is a Pokestop, and across the road from that Pokestop, it's the gym that I normally start raid days on, and also it's along my like community day spotlight hour route. So it's right next to that. But yeah, this was just yesterday. This is wild. It's like someone is sitting in their car and then whee! Absolutely no one got hurt from that. Don't know how. This is like a main street. But yeah, no one got hit, so that was fine. Here's a photo of the tree. The roof blew off my workplace. Or enough roof that I looked up and I could see the sky. Like, very clearly. I was like, oh. Congrats on the 10 stream streak, Trevor. And there's a town, Dunedin, which is about 2 hours... Well, a city. It's bigger than my city. Not by that much. On international standards, it might as well be a village, I guess. But yeah, there's a city a couple of hours away from mine, and like even like trees that aren't like ginormously tall, like ripped out of the ground. We had a few like that here, but pictures of it just weren't readily available. So I was like, here's a funny one. Just legit, yesterday morning was beautiful. Clear skies, sun's out. I mean, there was clouds, but like beautiful blue sky, hot day. That's like all we have is trees. And yeah, like we were warned this was coming, but in typical Southland, New Zealand fashion, yeah, well, we had trees. Yeah. We're just all like, hey, where's all this weather? You guys promised us weather, you're full of shit. Next thing we know, it just came instantly. I imagine it's what it's like, you know, just getting a hug from a woman after a very long time. It's just you just come instantly. I don't know. But yeah, the roof lifted off my work. Everything at my house was surprisingly okay. I was expecting to come home to a couple of leaks, but none that I found, so they're not my problem if I haven't found them. But yeah, I just love this video because I'm just like, what the hell? And there's plenty more like this, like Queen's Park, the big park that like I'll walk around for streams. Regardless of weather, that's probably not going to happen for a while because a lot of this has happened there. But yeah, it's just a bit of fun at the bottom of the planet. You had a couple of trees down at yours. Were they big? Did they cause any like major damage, or? Hopefully you're all good. Trying to. How do I? Okay, there's the map. I don't know how to play Pokemon, guys. I've forgotten. Right, I can actually get rid of this now. We've had story time. So the plan for today, if you haven't guessed, is we're going to continue my Dunsparce hunt. The current count is the current count. I've added my off-stream phases. I don't know why I'm in there. I'm trying to remember what to do. Yeah, it's been about 2 weeks since I've touched this game. No damage to house or anything? Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, a lot of people were not lucky. But it was crazy. Like, I messaged, as soon as it was like hitting and I was like, okay, no, this is actually legit. I messaged my grandma. I was like, make sure you're home and you stay home. Didn't get a message back from her, so I was like, stuff it. So when I left work, because I'm a hero and I'm not scared of the weather, either that or I just don't have a survival instinct, which is probably not a good thing. So I left work, and I was like, nah, screw it. I'm gonna go check on her. Sure enough, I get there, and there's like giant pots, like she loves her gardening. Giant pots like everywhere, so I was like starting to clean it up a bit. Sure enough, all of a sudden she comes from out in the glass house. I was like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I had to make sure. I was like, no, you don't. Get inside the house. So what are you doing, lady? You are in your 80s. Go inside. What needs done, I'll fix it. My God. But I did feel bad because she has like a legit glass house and some of the panes had started coming out and she was trying to like prevent other ones from coming out. I'm like, no. Like, I'll do what I can now, but that is not a now problem. That is a later problem. But that, like, she wasn't the only one. Like, as I was leaving work, there was like heaps of like, just really old people just wandering the street. Like nothing was happening. I was like, what is going on? they just didn't seem to care. Probably sitting there like, oh, this was a light summer's breeze back in 19-something too, you know? Like, what's going on? It's very much the typical older generation. Yeah, I feel for them out there. My colleague, she... all of these geographical locations are going to mean nothing to anyone else listening. But out in Riverton, one of my colleagues lives out there. She's still got no power. Actually, you know what I should do? Let's bring up a map. Let's show people the map. Because everyone else is going to be like, oh, what the fuck? This doesn't show me where I am, does it? I don't... Yes, it does. Okay. Don't want that. Let's not dox myself. Can I just, like, incognito? Maybe I can. Okay, I'm not on the map now. That's better. Yeah, definitely not on the map. Right, cool. Right, it's the maps one. Hold on. How's my shiny luck on ZA? Non-existent. That's... I don't know what else to tell you. Right, yes. This should be the one that's not going to dox me. Good. This is my city. And Riverton... Oh, God. Riverton is over here. So it's not that far. It's actually a 20-minute drive to go between the two. If I zoom out a bit, there's Gore, that Rock fan was talking about. That is just a town. The running joke is that we don't like Gore. Gore's a hole, but it's a very old tribal banter between us and Gore, because we both have... If you guys don't know what bogans are, car people with mullets. I don't know how else to describe it. I know that every country has their own lot, but New Zealand and Australia, we have bogans. And there's like a bogan rivalry between the two towns. Essentially, it's just the same people, really. It's just brothers banter sort of nonsense. And here's Dunedin, with that other place that I was talking about earlier, which is much bigger. International airport. Doesn't look big on the map, but it's huge. Yeah, the map doesn't make it look very big. I'm feeling how small our country is by looking at this. You got a Ralts and a Bowsprout? What have I got? I got a Ralts and I got a Trubbish. That's as well as the Mareep that you get for free. And some of the side challenges, it is huge. Houndoom and Patrat. Okay, those are cool shinies, especially Patrat, seeming as it's Legend ZA is Patrat's debut on its debut on the Switch. There's just so many Pokemon. I feel like I'm trying to work out if I'm actually blocking a useful part of the screen, and I'm not right now, but because obviously my stream layout changed for Legend ZA. Yeah, I found out how hard some of those side quests are. You weren't kidding about the Pikachu one, Profi. That one sucks. And I'm pretty on par level-wise. I gave mine Eviolite to try be better. I want the Light Ball. I don't think I have the Light Ball. And battling the Ghost person with only Ghost-type Pokemon also sucks. Because I only have one good ghost type Pokemon, and it's a Gengar, and Gengar doesn't like to take hits. So I would say for the most part, those 3 side challenges are just not going to get completed for a while. But other than that, I've pretty much done them all. And now I'm just grinding. Shiny number 1! Reflect and then healing items. Yeah, so I have Reflect, Dig. Well, they're my main moves. I think I also have like Quick Attack and something else. But I will be live again this weekend, seeming as there's no major Go event or anything really happening in Go that's worth streaming. Or I don't think there is. I will be streaming Legend ZA potentially tomorrow. If I don't go live in the morning New Zealand time, then it'll be on Sunday. I don't think it's because if I don't go live in the morning, it's meant that I've slept in and the stuff I want to do on Saturday, so yeah, I know a lot of family who've got damaged things, so I'll go help a couple of people out. But yeah, if I'm not live tomorrow morning, I'll be live on Sunday doing it. And it's a long weekend anyways, so I've got Monday off work. So I will probably be live Monday as well, which is Sunday for pretty much everyone else. Or Monday morning for Profi, depending on when I go live. Just the GBL weekend. Not gonna lie, the GBL weekend, this one in particular, is the first time I've ever actually cared about it. Because I need that 1,000,000 Stardust, and it is killing my life. Because I'll hit 7 days of routes on Sunday. And then I just need to do super effective attacks, which I've just been lazy on. There's no reason why I can't get that very quickly. And yeah, the dust. And I'm pushing like 400k, and I've been trying very hard. I've been opening gifts. I haven't done it today, but every day I've been doing some GBL. Catching Meowths, star pieces, you name it. But GBL's where I've been slacking, and I know that that's where all the big, or the readily available big Stardust is. I'm also just blessed that Meowth is around at the moment as a common spawn, because Meowth does give a lot of dust. It just sucks because Zorua around as well, so it slows me down when I'm grinding Pokemon. And I will do some shiny hunting streams in ZA at some point. Could be on the Monday when I stream, I don't know. But at some point. But when it comes to Master Dex, hunting because I can get the other Furfrou forms, so I just need to get quite a few shiny Furfrou. That will be, at the very least, after I've got the 3-segment to Dunsparce. But at this point, I'm going to say that it's going to be after I get the Family 3 Mousehold. Because it would be good to at least have them like done before Gen 10, whereas like I could just come across Furfrou anyways, hunting in Z-Day, and also Pokemon Go has heaps of events for Furfrou. I have all the Pokemon Go ones that are available in my region, but like when Home becomes available, there's going to be a few more I could possibly get from Go anyways, so save it for last. Have it all 100% all done by the time Gen 10 comes out, which I assume is next year. That's also assuming that they don't release any new Pokemon or new forms that are permaforms in the ZA DLC. Because it could happen. I mean, they released Galarian Slowpoke for DLC, so... I hope we get a nice, juicy Stardust research for this weekend. Won't be enough for me, but it's more than I've got, so I'll take it. But it might be good to switch off for a few hours and just, instead of brain rot and scrolling TikTok and Instagram, like Reels and stuff, I can switch my brain off and do some GBL battles. Because even if you lose, you still win Stardust. And I'm not afraid to take a participation prize. I don't know if this was here before, but it's here now. Shiny number 2. Let me just want to close maps. I want to close that map because that's got my location on it. I hope it wasn't there before, because I must be going blind. Oh, that's how you go fast. Right. Try to remember the buttons. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing that happened recently. So, and I know you guys definitely do, but remember my KFC stream? So when I uploaded that to YouTube, it got copyright strikes on it. and it was some of the in-game music or something like that. And I wasn't going to get a strike against my channel for it, so it was what it was. But I had to either private the video, unlist it, or mute massive sections of the VOD. And I was like, I'm not doing that. So I disputed it, and I won the dispute. Which I thought was cool. I just made the old, it's fair use. I didn't just sit there and have the music playing in the background and, I was like, I gave commentary, I voice acted the characters, whether or not it was terrible or not, that's besides the point. The music was not just played as to play the music. It was in the game that I legally obtained, and I added to that gameplay by, I don't know, being a streamer, I guess. And I won it, and I was like, ha! Suck on that, corporations. But I sort of felt like I would have won it anyways. I do know that a lot of the times things get copyright strikes and it's from a bot. So it's not actually from someone who goes, hey, this is my music, why are they using it? So 9 times out of 10, if you dispute it, it'll just, you'll win that dispute, because they're not going to, something that doesn't exist isn't going to fight you. It's not the actual company the company's got some sort of script thing that scrapes the internet and looks for examples of their music being used and just goes, oi, don't use that. That's all it is. So yeah, I felt special. I'm fighting the dead internet, one copyright strike at a time. Skynet will not win. Wow. For a second I thought there was a shiny over here. No, it was just a Dunsparce with its mouth wide open. Bro's like... Bro has never seen anything other than a Dunsparce or a Dunsparce in his life. He's like, what is that purple thing? And that thing riding on it. It's like, duh. The lights are on, but nobody's home. I do appreciate that the camera centering button is the same. Whereas you asked me to open up the map and I'll push like 12 buttons before I push the right button. How long we got? Okay, that's not too bad. We've got just over a third of the time left. I reckon there's a pretty good chance that I'll get at least one more. I mean, to be fair, look at all the spawns. Switch 2 is kind of crazy with it. Whee! Ooh! Whee! Excuse me, sir. I've been meaning to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. Know where you're going? Oh. Yoink. Yoink, yoink, yoink. It's almost too many spawns. Like, I feel like there's so many popping in and out of frame that it's like overwhelming on the senses. Ugh. Wouldn't it be hilarious if I got it out of these two? Honestly, I'd probably start mouse hold, to be honest. I believe I also have the gifts of their in-game animations, just like I have for the Dunsparce and the Dunsparce. So I mean, I could do that. I mean, I'd be happy. I'm so sick of this stupid worm. Nothing. There is. I'm after a Dunsparce that will evolve into the 3 segment. But I want it to be shiny. Every single shiny Dunsparce I've ever gotten in Pokemon Go has also only become 2 segment. And what sort of sucks is only the 2 segment is able to spawn in the game. So even if I found a Dunsparce outbreak, it will never be 3 segment. I have to get it the evolution method. Luck, that's what I need. It works the same as Tandemaus. Like how there's 2 different Mousehold evolutions. 1 in 100 chance to get it. There's a way to make it more probable to get, but I think it's 50-50 chance. But I don't currently have access to, what is it, Gen 3 Pokemon? I think it has to be like hardy or hasty nature or something like that. Oh, it's Gen 4, is it? Oh. Okay, well I do have access to that then. I'm just making excuses. But then again, I don't like Platinum, and Heart Gold, Soul Silver I haven't touched since it robbed me of that Shiny Groudon. Yeah, because as long as you don't break the chain, if you catch the shiny, you can keep the chain going, can't you? Yeah. Yeah, because I remember that being the original way that the Poke Radar worked, whereas I think in VDSP they changed it so that if a shiny appeared, that alone, or a shiny patch appeared, I should say, of grass, that alone broke the chain, so you just had to encounter it and then restart. My first ever shiny Skiddo was a Gen 6 Poke Radar. Now Gen 6 Poke Radar sucks. And I didn't get it on a 40 chain. In fact, I never got to a 40 chain. I got it at like 14 or something like that. But it was on like my 80th chain, something ridiculous. Ugh! Jump! Yeah, so after the sandwiches run out and the Dunsparce stops spawning, which won't be that long, it'll be 5 minutes tops, I'd say. I'll leave Area 0. I'll evolve the 2 I got. I'll check them, and I'll evolve them. And if they're not shiny, I'll restart the game. Because I saved before I made the sandwich, so that way I'm not burning through all my Herba Mystica. I don't see why we don't have the technology for it. I'm sure Streamlabs has an inbuilt timer widget. And if not, Twitch definitely will. Widgets. I'll be looking for a countdown. Viewer count. No, I don't want that. Oh, spin the wheel. No, we don't want to spin the wheel because that's going to make me do stupid shit. Yeah, I'll finish the sandwich off and then I'll have a quick look. There's a tool somewhere for like speedrunners. Everyone uses the same timer. I imagine it's a Twitch extension. And I'll just have to add the URL thing for it into my sources so that it appears on the stream. Or if it attaches to chat, then that'll do. And if randoms come in and ask what the countdown's for, I'll just say once it hits 0, everyone watching that isn't subbed will actually have $10 withdrawn from their bank accounts. Scare off any potential new viewers. You think that's scary? Wait till Nate Dogg jumps in with the yes daddies. Or Trevor. Trevor's pretty good at using the yes daddies as well. Oh, bye.
Yes, Daddy.
There it is. I had debates on adding an alert, and I was going to call it French Star Me, and I decided to veto that idea. I was like, nah, that's got to be a TOS breach. There's no way. There's no way I'd get away with that. With the frequency that you guys play like the Yes Daddy. Yeah, like, I can get away with all that stuff. But I feel like just repeating French Star Me would probably get me in trouble somewhere. Oh, that's a funny looking Dunsparce. And they say the Switch 2 makes the game run perfect. Do you see that? I froze. Right.
Yes, Daddy.
That too. Let's have a look at these. What's good is that they're in the party already. Oh. We've got a lonely and a bold one, and neither of them have ribbons. Right, they have to know Hyper Drill. Sure, get rid of Coil, whatever. You listen to French Star Me for the first... Yeah. I was like, it would be funny to have, but I feel like too much of that would be like, oh, maybe not. Especially with the Yes Daddies. Imagine it. I just get my channel just removed off the platform, eh? I have to become a kick streamer to do that. And I have too much self-respect for that, so. Right. That's not the bag. How do... Oh, okay. I was pushing all the R and L buttons trying to work out why I couldn't move across. All right. Let us see if it has 3. As you can see, it is not 3. I reckon absolute cowards. Oh my god, it closes so fast on the Switch 2. The Switch 2's like, bet, you want to close this game? It's already closed. New word I hate the most, shelfer. Yep. I mean, I don't mind the phrase shelfer, but that's because I'm also a Pokemon Go player. And Pokemon Go players like to put lots of words into one giant word centipede. Did you guys need reminding about the That is not uwu. Why am I in there? I need to go to the picnic. My brother in Christ. Stay on my head. Actually, they're a lot more even now. Not quite, but closer. Uwu. Bro, even Iron Hands is like, just stop, mate. Just stop. Oh god. 24 battles to go. Awesome. Are the link trades to complete the Pokedex, or is that just a part of you have to do so many trades in general? Oh, just the research task? You might as well just do one of those trades for the trade evos, because you know that you're guaranteed to get someone and you know what they're going to trade you and what they want. Oh god. Not there. Straight back into it. Whoa. Here we go. Pokemon Unite has added Mega Charizard X as a new playable something. I couldn't read the rest of the notification. I suck at MOBA, so I don't know too much about that. Also see that there's a new event of some species in Pocket. No idea what it's about. I just saw a notification for it as I was going live. No, it's not. I do sort of miss some of the bugs sometimes. It'd always be hilarious. You'd like turn a corner and like some Pokemon off in the distance is having its worst day ever, with its like 3 frames a minute. Like a PNG in the background, just like like stop motion but slower. I feel like you're thinking of a different game, but if you want to think that I'm epic for that, you're more than welcome to. I definitely do not feel epic having 224 phases for this. All the people that get it on their first one, it was supposed to be me! Me! Ooh! Oh, so you do know that this is Scarlet and Violet? Oh, I assumed that maybe you assumed it was Legend ZA. I have the charm and I am using a shiny boosting sandwich. But whether or not this is a shiny I'm going to keep is a whole other question. There we go, finally. Oh! I see. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet are great. Then again, I also think Gen 8 is great too. Kind of miss Sword and Shield. Yes, I have a very, and given I'm also boosting the amount of encounters that are around me. I can't remember. SV is 2 games, Profi, not 1. So currently I'm sitting. I don't even know what my shiny odds are right now. I think they might be 1 in 512, but I think that they're higher. But yeah, I for what it is, Legend ZA is like it's just great. But it's great. It's great because it's fun. But I don't know how valid my opinion is because I've never been someone to look at a tree and go, this game's shit. I don't know. I just don't care about the trees. And I definitely do critique things in Pokemon games that I just don't like. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just a random dude at the bottom of the world. I'm a consumer. Took me... You used to have a level 100 of... How did your dad delete the data? that is insane. Bro, my dad would be paying me rent after that. I mean, I don't pay my dad rent, but he'd be paying me rent after that. Reparations. Bro. Can you even delete a save file without, like, purposefully doing it? I haven't deleted a save file in a couple of generations now, but I remember it being hard to do. Like, on the 3DS, it was not an easy task. Rare. Nah. Yeah, had me getting dad divorced, we'd be taking half the house, half the car. Nah. Nah. You crossed a line, old man. To be fair, though, that is the most either little brother or dad energy, I think. Especially in my generation growing up. Man, my little brother used to delete save files all the time, and man, it would piss me off. But that was on, like, PlayStation and stuff. That was a lot more doable. Like, save over my stuff with, like, level 1, I'll be like, how dare you? How dare you? Dad's, I don't know, I was just, you know, did this and... I'm like, oh, stop it. I'm specifically hunting this Pokemon, so... I've made it so that, well, in this area, the only normal type to spawn is either Dunsparce or the Dunsparce, which is its evolution here. They're the only normal types. Oh, ads. Oh, that's lame. I'll wait till Theodora is back. Oh, I have been live for an hour. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I specifically played ads at the start of my stream so that I wouldn't have ads. Yeah, that pretty much answers my question for me. How long's... they should have only got a minute of ads. Are those two fighting? It looked like they were fighting each other. How on earth? Right, I would assume Theodore will be back. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's pretty much what Profi said. I'm specifically hunting Dunsparce. I don't want to encounter its evolution, which I have done. So I'll catch them, and it'll be another phase. But Dunsparce's evolution, the Dunsparce, has two different forms. One of them is the 2 segment, which you can see here, and the other one is a 3 segment. So they're both the same Pokemon, but just different forms. And the only way to get the 3 segment is luck. it's a 1 in 100 chance upon evolution that it will be the 3 segment. So I'm currently hunting the 3 segment. And it is including the one I caught before, but yeah, I'm 225 phases. Ah, it's all good. I knew what you meant. No, that's blue. Whee! I mean, to be fair, spelling it that way could also be correct because it is a bit of a rare end. What is my fave Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon is Mimikyu, and my favorite shiny is Charizard. Because I'm basic. No, but genuinely they are my favorite. And funnily enough, which doesn't relate to... Oh, another one, yay! Which doesn't relate to Charizard or Mimikyu, my favorite Pokemon type is Electric. The coolest type is probably Dragon, but yeah, I don't know. I do love me a shiny Greninja. The coolest type is Ice. I mean, sure. I mean, I'm not going to argue against it. There's plenty of cool Ice-type Pokemon. That's the second time this has happened. I just come up here and there's just someone just going, whee! Though I don't think I've met anyone who thinks that normal is the best type. I'm sure there are some normal type enjoyers out there, or people that have normal type Pokemon as their favourite, but like their favourite typing? I don't know. I feel like I've never... I feel like every other type sort of has someone that likes it, and then normal just exists. I also wonder what type humans are. Because you could say normal. Or fighting, maybe. But, I don't know. I sort of agree with the Dragon and Charizard conversation, but also Charizard is a salamander with wings. not a dragon. Whereas a Tyrannosaurus is an ancient reptilian-like creature, which would lend a lot of the myths and legends of dragons likely originated from people who found dinosaur bones. Well, that's the running theory, anyways. With where they all started from, because everyone, all the cultures all talked about different sorts of, draconian animals. I mean, I know it definitely looks dragon-ish, and they definitely know that because the fan service Mega Evolution is Mega Charizard X. Ooh, another one. Yeah, I mean, it does resemble a dragon. But the evolution line's inspiration is from the myths around salamanders and how they were born from fire and all of that stuff. Which is also why it's a fire type and not a water type. No, you're good. Like, I don't disagree with the sentiment that Charizard should have been a dragon type. It's just more I sort of understand why it's also not. Actually, a Pokemon I reckon that should get a Mega is Octillery, and I want it to pay homage to its original design. Because originally Remoraid was always a fish and Octillery was always an octopus, but Remoraid was a gun and Octillery was a tank. And which is why Remoraid has those like stripe things on the side, because it was like a revolver sort of gun. So that they've kept some of like the original inspiration in their designs, but I see so many like Pokemon fans who just weren't there for all the OG lore. That call those Pokemon stupid because they don't understand why they are the way they are. And it's like, I reckon a Mega that you don't need to make an actual tank or have like necessarily actual guns, but you could make it a bit more armored and either armored or like its signature move, Octazooka, like Bazooka. But you could have it hold something like a Remoraid or something. Like, I mean, Dragapult. Dracloak is the middle one. Dragapult has two Dreepy that it fires out. Have a Mega Octillery holding Remoraids. Keep the turret nose that it has, and just have it be a bit more armored. So like a water steel type or something, and yeah, it attacks with either the Remoraide's hands or the Remoraides that it holds, and I don't know. I mean, we are getting the Mega Dimension. Anything could happen. But it's definitely a Pokemon, I think, that without changing the Pokemon that we have, an easy way to show people why they are the way they are. Because instantly people will see the stripes on the side of Remoraid and be like, oh, that is kind of like a gun. Oh, okay, like... I know. I'm an old man. I'm from a simpler time in Pokemon. The kids don't listen to me. Oh. They talked to me about shiny hunting. I was there when it happened. Oh, hello. Another one. But also, there's plenty of people, or content creators on the internet that just go, that'll say their opinion, but the way that everyone words things on the internet now is they word it as fact. And media is the worst for it. Video game articles, 9 times out of 10, I'll read the headline, I'll be like, this is slop. They're full of shit. They're like, why everyone hates Legend ZA? And I'm like, that's... what? That's not true. There's plenty of valid critiques about the game, and none of them are that people hate the game. The game sold very well. Is that... there's another one. DJ Khaled. Imagine Mega Haxorus versus Mega Garchomp if they gave it a Mega Evo. Mega Haxorus, I think, would win every time. Have you seen Haxorus's attack stat? That thing's diabolical. It's disgusting. In a good way. Yeah, your comment about Shiny Gengar, I see a lot of, which is fair. It's a pretty I mean, I know why it looks like that, but like it could look better. I will say though, I've seen people use both in Legend ZA, and the lighting in that game, if you see the two side by side, it's much more of a distinct difference. They may have slightly adjusted the colouring, and they do, between generations, a lot of the time adjust one or two of the shinies. Combustion's the one I always bring up, but like they do it. They might do it for Gengar at some point, but yeah, at least if you were to look it up online, just to look at the difference between it, maybe you'll like it a little bit more. But I definitely think if it was white like Gigantamax and Mega Gengar is, I think people would like it a lot more as a shiny. See, I'm weird. I love Shiny Charizard, but I also love Gen 2 Shiny Charizard. And Gen 2 Shiny Charizard was purple and green, like... Or like Gen 2 Sneasel Shiny Sneasel was like brown with a blue feather. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the pink with the yellow feather, but oh man, if they brought that back, chef's kiss. This Dunsparce is not a chef's kiss. Golden Go, we're not attacking this. It is a waste of my time. I found 2 shinies on the first sandwich. I think I found 4 on this one. So good. The thing I do like about shinies though is it doesn't matter what any Pokemon shiny is. There's going to be people that love it and don't love it. Like, I feel like there's a shiny Pokemon for everyone. I'm just a magpie and I like shiny things. And I like collecting, I guess. But there's definitely shinies I like less than others. Oh, and the sandwich is over by the looks. The only thing I don't like about shiny hunting is the incessant need to shiny lock everything. It's not necessary. No, do not do that. My god, what a waste of salty herb if these are all 2 segment. Oh, you have a new thing you don't like? Oh, what's the T? What's the T, Profi? Oh, dang, one of them's not in my... AFK shiny hunting. Oh, no, I got 5. I thought 4 felt like not many. I haven't actually looked into what AFK shiny hunting even is. I know it's a thing that exists. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, even if it's passive and involves almost no doing of anything, I still like to be doing something. Like when I would do like random encounters in the Friend Safari, like I wouldn't be really looking, but I'd be running back and forth on the 3DS while watching a show or something, and just running from. You don't like the pank bird? Hey, that's fair. That's another shiny that's a product of its time. Which isn't an excuse for the shiny. I personally don't mind shiny Murkrow. Some games I don't like it. In Pokemon Go, I actually think the lighting's really nice on shiny Murkrow, because it blends with the backgrounds, or it contrasts, I should say, with the backgrounds quite nicely. But like, I also have heard the argument that Honchkrow specifically, being very pretty and pink, where it's meant to be this dark boss sort of bird, is a bit grating. But you just don't like you don't even like Murkrow the Pokemon. I mean, fair. If you don't like Murkrow, then you know. You know what Pokemon I don't like? Groudon. But there's a... Whoa. We have a very abusive relationship, Groudon and I, and we've never got on. Honestly, if Pokemon was real, our beef is at the point where I would actually just join Team Aqua to spite Groudon. And no other... I don't want to join Team Aqua, I just want to spite Groudon. Right. Extreme. No, not extreme enough. Groudon's pushed me too far. I've been radicalized. I'm joining Team Aqua. I thought I was a generational hater of a Pokemon. Even I'm not that level. That's crazy. But given the beef that Groudon and I have, I can only imagine what Murkrow's done to make you feel that way. Right, before we do the evolutions, right, we got an ironic mark, because it's actually the most common mark. Go figure. Right, time to do some evolutions. These are all going to be in order that they were encountered as well. So if I have to go back on my counter to work out where I got the 3 segment, it's easy. I say that as if I'm going to get it. What? Dunsparce is evolving? Nope. Hey, you got all your battles done? Congrats. You just got to do the 2 link trades? Damn, then you'll have the shiny charm? Awesome. Also, somehow, I haven't been spoiled. Like, I've obviously not gone and looked for the answer, but I haven't been spoiled with any of the post-game stuff I haven't done yet. At all. I know the gist of some of the stuff I'm going to have to do, but, like, none of it's been spoiled, and I'm actually very surprised given how little I actively... how, like, little amount of effort I put into avoiding things. So I'm excited to finish the post-game of that this weekend. That was the last one, wasn't it? And this, my fellow chatters, is why I'm at 229 shinies. I haven't seen a lot of the shiny megas either. In fact, the only things I've looked up online to, like, actively complete in the game were where to find Dig, because I just didn't have it, and I was like, where the fuck is it? And obviously that was an NPC I never talked to. The other one was to finish a side quest. It was a lady who lost a key. She had her clef key with her, and one of her keys had dropped, and I had to work out where that was. And I was like, I tried so hard and couldn't work it out. Reason I couldn't work it out was because for some reason the map wasn't showing me. I got given three three different types of locations that were meant to be near each other to find the answer. One of them wasn't appearing on my map unless I zoomed the whole way in. So I was like, I'd ruled out a whole area of the map, which is where it was. And I felt ripped off. Because up to that point in time, it's now on my map, but I'd definitely been there. And I was like... But other than that, I'm just like cruising. Like it's Pokemon. 9 times out of 10, the puzzles aren't as hard as you think they are. But for me, most of the side quests are done. And I've been doing a lot of the nighttime battles. But annoyingly, no more shinies. And I didn't even find... I know I posted 2 shinies yesterday, but fun fact, both of those shinies I actually found the day before, and I didn't post any shinies the day before, because I forgot. I was going to post them together at night, and I ended up falling asleep, and then I woke up and I was like, shit, I didn't post any shinies. So I posted them yesterday, but I didn't find any shinies yesterday. So I'm hoping I find maybe a random one tonight as I do a little bit of grinding after my stream. Because the only shiny I found today is a Zoroark, which, again, I haven't posted yet. Because I'm slack! In my defense, though, about the Zoroark, I did get that not long before I went live, so... it's not like the Badiou that I posted like 24 hours after I got it. Which, by the way, was an awesome hatch and go, because I didn't realise, but I've never had a shiny Badiou and go. So I got the Dex register as well for the shiny. I was like, oh, that's awesome. But I am looking forward to hopefully finding some shinies. Hopefully. Soon. I feel like I've missed the wave where it's exciting to see a Legends EA shiny. So when I start getting them and I start posting them, no one's going to care anymore. Everyone's going to be like, hey, old man, just go back to your Pokemon Go shinies. I'll be like, oh. Oh, and I bought myself a thing. Did I have the money for it? Absolutely not, but I bought it. The Japanese Pokemon Center have Eternal Flower Floette plushies. And they're probably going to come to the regular, well, the American Pokemon Center, but after America, the rest of the world gets it. I wasn't waiting for that. So I have an Eternal Flower Floette plush on its way. And I very seldom buy like random Pokemon products now. I'm very specific with what but I'm like, nah, I've been a massive stan of that Floette ever since X and Y. Now that it's cool again to like the Floette, they're making merch, and I'm like, nah, I've got to get on this wave now, otherwise it might never come back. So I don't know when it's coming. Probably at some point next week I'll get a notification saying that it's shipped. But I also know that they were nearly sold out, so fingers crossed I can get my hands on it. I've paid for it, so at some point I will, but you love the cat ear headphones? Thank you. They were a gift to me. from my ex-partner, but I still wouldn't have a bad thing to say about her, so I don't feel weird wearing them. And also, as an elder weeb, I would say it would fit my aesthetic of, I watched anime in the 2000s, and I like gaming. It fits the uwu cat nonsense.
Yes, Daddy.
Exactly. That was very good timing, Profi. Given that I'm pretty sure there's a 10 to 15 second delay between what I'm saying and doing and what you guys see, that was very good timing. Or I think there's a delay. There's a decent delay in Pokemon Go, but I don't know about. I think the delay might be shorter on here. Yeah. Okay, I reckon the goal for this sandwich is to get one shiny at least. Now, funnily enough, since having the Switch 2, I have done sparse hunting, and I have gone whole sandwiches without shinies. But at least hitting 130 would be a nice round. Yeah, it was definitely 2 shinies the first time round, so I found 7 shinies so far. 1 more would be nice. Or 3 more for around 10. It just doesn't put me at around 230. You heading to bed? Hey, that's all good. Hey, no stress. If you fall asleep, you fall asleep. Rest is always important. And I'll be live again over the weekend, so if you're around, feel free to hop back in the chat. I need someone to find another hilariously cringe game for me to play on stream. If they made a McDonald's dating sim, I would be all over that already. So it obviously doesn't exist, but something on the same level of let's test the boundaries of my self-embarrassment, like I did with the KFC one. Nice try. Shinies don't sparkle in this game. Or at least not till I encounter them. Well, you got Profi, so to be fair, you're playing ZA right now, so the shiny sound isn't the same, but it's similar. It's very similar. I am meaning to add it, but I'm just lazy and haven't got round to it. Oh, you looked up at the stream. Oh, no. Nah, don't apologise. The amount of times that Profi messes with me on stream. Haha, how are the turntables? Oh look, another one fell off. These Dunsparce do not like it here. Goodbye, cruel world.
Well, of course we're going to throw poo at him.
It's probably why that other one fell off the cliff, to dodge the poo throwing. I find it appalling that that alert doesn't trigger copyright, but anything related to the Muffin Man does. I have to trim the audio to specifically enough that we know what it's saying and where it comes from, but Twitch isn't like, oh no, you can't add that as an alert. Like, shut up, Bezos. You can foot the bill for me, you got enough money. The Muffin Man! My brain is cooking something and I don't like what it's cooking. Because you know how I mentioned earlier that I was going to add the French Star Me Cry as a stream alert, but then I was like, nah, because if it gets played too much, like back to back, along with the Yes Daddies, something's going to get triggered in Twitch's, like, I don't know, thingy that Twitch has. And it's going to get taken down for R18 content or something. But then my brain started cooking. What if I just had the whole scene where it's all in French and they're all just like blah blah blah, go Star Me, and then Star Me cries. And I'm like, I don't know, look, my brain is separate to me. My brain cooks things and I'll question it. Because then technically it's not that noise back to back, there's a buffer. And I'm like, nah, don't. That's why I'm so easy to convince to do dumb shit. I feel like my ear's falling off again. I see you. I feel like you should keep autocorrect on because it's hilarious. Yes, you've got someone to react to the sound that skinny people make. I know exactly what you mean, but I kind of prefer that. How many hours into the game are you, Profi? Just curious. Seeming as I'm assuming when you get that shiny charm, you're like done. So I know you'd already done the side quests. Sheesh, 90 hours, wow. Yeah, I actually had to add the word shiny is fine, because I use it so much, but the word Chinese doesn't exist in the English language outside of the context of Pokemon. So I had to add it to my dictionary because it changes the word to shinies. Which I don't know what it is, and it sort of sounds like a bad word, so I'm just like, no. Shinies. It's not shinies, it's shinies. Yeah, but I had to add it because otherwise it would either go the word shiny with an S, so YS, but then it would autocorrect it to be, is possessive the right word? Where it would go apostrophe S instead. Which is the only time that would be the correct spelling of shinies is if my shiny golden go. Oh, look at my shiny spout. That would be the only time that would be a word. Or yeah, see? Shinies. Mine are pretty shy. I don't think I've ever worn shorts on stream. And if I have, you definitely haven't seen it. No, that's not shiny. I might have jinxed myself with this one. I know it's pretty early in the sandwich, but I might have jinxed myself. Was I wearing shorts though? Like, I feel like I'd normally wear the most comfortable, but like not flash at all, like track pants all the time. I've definitely worn jeans, like at home, sitting here on stream, and I feel so uncomfortable if it's a long stream. Clothes touching me sometimes is not a pleasant feeling. I mean, hey, maybe I did wear shorts one day, I don't know. Obviously, it's a repressed memory for me. But that is a weird thing to remember, so maybe. Maybe you're just a leg girl. Maybe you just remember people's legs, Profi. I don't know. There's my shiny! No, it's too late now. The context has been put onto the internet. It's here forever. You accept your fate. I mean, it's not normally full of bugs, to be fair. Is Dunsparce considered a bug? I suppose it. Yeah, I mean, I did call it a worm in my I'm going live alert. So. It's a to be fair, it's a wonder Misty even leaves the house. And being someone who likes water, if there's one thing I know about insects, they love the water. It's like, or just bugs in general. Imagine Misty seeing a Wimpod. She might have in the Sun and Moon anime, but I don't remember it. But, was it like scurries away into like little holes? Like, just imagine it. I wonder what she thinks about Buzzwole. Because it's not a bug in the conventional sense, it's like a man with bug features. An extremely muscular one. That skipped leg day. How are we doing for time on this sandwich? Oh, God. Okay, we've got 10 minutes left. God, I expected more than one, and now I'm just hoping for one. Buzzwole. In an arm wrestling, Buzzwole. Because Machamp, while being super strong, Machamp also has the strength of 4 lots of arms. If it was like an arm wrestle, then you're using 1 for 1. And Machamp's arms are not even half the size of Buzzwole's. I believe that Buzzwole would win. And I do know that arm wrestling isn't actually like strength dictated, but I feel like, well, not completely, but I do feel like Buzzwole would have the mass advantage as well. Of course Buzzwole's on something. He's on the juice. That's what his giant proboscis thing's for. He's sitting there sipping juice all day. It's going to trigger me if I finish this sandwich without one shiny. I don't like being at 229. Yeah, they do happen, even on the Switch 2, where you get like double the amount of it, well, probably more than double the amount of encounters. It sucks, but it does happen. I can't remember, I think it's definitely been brought up on stream before. I think maybe Profi, you brought it up. All the sandwich talk. I mean, I haven't had dinner and it's like 9 p.m. I'm hungry too. But like a future Legends game would be really awesome, based in is it Ultra Metropolis or Megapolis or whatever it's called, where Necrozma's from. And you actually get to explore the different ultra spaces. That is peak. Because it was awesome, just even the one route that you did explore in those different areas of ultra space. Oh no! It's Friday night. That's why my stream's Fortune Friday. In 3 hours it'll be Saturday. Yeah. In the future, I'll warn you now, there is going to be what is likely to end up being a disappointing sandwich. I don't know. Our lottery gets drawn on Saturday, so, I mean... Oh! Yay! Still a disappointing sandwich. But yay! But when I stream on Sunday, I'm sure I can tell you what the lotto numbers were. Well, that's what I'm pretty sure we draw our lotto. Spelt lottery wrong, but I don't care. It's Saturday. And I'm willing to bet you our national lottery is less than your probably state lottery. I've been shiny hunting for... How many years ago did X and Y come out? That long. 13 years? I've had many shinies. Not only run, I've failed shinies that were my fault. My whole Groudon thing is... Oh, whoops. My Soul Silver copy froze before I could catch my shiny Groudon. 12 years, there you go. Because it wasn't long after X and Y came out that I started shiny hunting. My first shiny was in White 2. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, whoops. Run. Yeah, our lotto this Saturday is $28 million. So, tomorrow night for me. Or less than 24 hours from now. But yeah, so what happened in Soul Silver while I was beefing with Groudon earlier? It was months. I stopped counting. I'm assuming it was in the low end. I'd say I was in the 20,000s of resets. At the low end, I normally say it was about 30k. It just got too hard to keep count. I have a counter app, but I kept just not having it with me when I would, like, my phone would be dead or whatever, and I'd be someone else's house, but I'd be hunting, and I'd just like, fuck it. I'm going to end and stream after the sandwich, so there's probably 10 minutes left of the stream, to be honest. I finally got my shiny Groudon. It appeared, and I was like, right. And I was prepared for the hunt. I was ready to weaken it. I was ready. I knew how many attacks it had. I had balls ready to throw at it. I had a Master Ball as well. And it also wasn't my first hunt in Soul Silver. Whoops. I hunted Shiny Lugia. That was the first one I hunted in Soul Silver. Like, it wasn't my first full odds rodeo. Go away! What is this? Paldean Tauros? Get away from me. I'm gonna lose my mind. If it does it again, murder is happening. Thank you. Right. Yeah, so I spent a bit of time. It was getting lower moves. I can't remember how low it got. It didn't struggle to death. That's what the Master Ball was for. I wasn't going to let that happen on Soul Silver. My DS got knocked. Someone brushed past me. It was a total accident. It was the most bare minimum knock. My game froze. Legitimately could not do anything. I couldn't even soft reset. I sat there trying to do everything. I waited for ages. It was a 3DS. I shut the 3DS. Everything. I waited for ages. I kept it on charge. Everything. It would just not unfreeze. It was frozen. I couldn't. That's when I started trying to soft reset. I was like, yep, no, couldn't work. Oh, sandwich is over. I pushed the home screen button. Now that did work. And I was like, okay. But I was like, no, don't do that. I was like, what can I do? And I ended up, I held down the power button for the 3 seconds it would take to force shut down your system. And I watched my shiny Groudon that I'd spent so long hunting for disappear. So that's why I have a beef with that game. Now I found out what the problem was. It was the game cartridge. I don't know why. I could grab it now, and if I shook it in front of the microphone, it would rattle. So something's loose in the cartridge. It was the cartridge, not the 3DS. And just knocking it. And I have managed to replicate that, so I'm still saved in front of the Groudon. So if I go do a reset and I'll like knock my 3DS around, like I've still got a 3DS, I can get it to freeze. I can replicate that situation. It just sucks that the first time that ever happened was on a shiny. If I'd known that could have happened, I would have master balled that Groudon so quick, turn 1, like, and saved that game. That's what kicked it off. What continued it was I went to hunt it in Pokemon Go. Now, compared to my Zamazenta, it was nothing. But it was like 30 or 40 raids. I still never got it. And I was like, you know what? Fuck Groudon. That's. Oh, I mean, this one's got a mark. That's what drilled it in home afterwards. Years later, I'm like, hey, here's a chance to get Shiny Groudon again. Nah. I do have one now. I got plenty in Go, but I hunted it in either Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, depending on which game it was that it was in. I hunted it in that game. I got the shiny, like, it's fine. And it didn't even take that long. But the principle. Groudon keeps playing with my heart, and I don't like it. So that's why I always say I've got it's an abusive relationship. I'm always mad at Groudon, but I keep coming back. And Groudon just plays with my life. Another dud. Well then. On that depressing have shinies run from you in the past answer. Also, the reason you hate Murkrow, you spent 10 hours trying to get a shiny Charmander. Oh yeah. Oh, I've had this happen before. Oh, and the Charmander ran away. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. That would piss me off too. Right. I'm not going to run any more sandwiches, I promise. Yeah, I'm going to wrap up the stream there. That was 8 shinies. 8 shinies isn't bad off 3 sandwiches. It's pretty good running. Probably live tomorrow, doing the post-game stuff for Z8. If I'm not live, I'll definitely be live Sunday New Zealand time. So Saturday for all the Americans. And it's a long weekend, so I'll probably also stream Monday my time as well. Doing Legends ZA, might be shiny hunting, we'll see. But yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out. I do appreciate it. Wow, okay. Sapphire Ruby, thank you very much for the follow, appreciate it. Apologies that I am wrapping up the stream. But hopefully you'll be able to catch one of my next few streams. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. I appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.